Thank you for that wonderful introduction, and a special thank you to whomever nominated me for the Women in Coding's Impact Award. I appreciate the people who take their time to respond to these challenges. I asked for a moment to talk about influence networks, as the Women in Coding's Impact Award is about influence. I grew up on the Gulf Coast of Texas as the middle daughter of a hardware store owner. I worked putting appliances together as well as hunted and fished the rugged coast. My mother told me that I could be whatever I strove for when I found a deep interest in science, even though the sciences and engineering were mostly closed to women in the 1960s. Some of my family are here today to share this award presentation. My husband Charles and I share a closely knit vision of life and have published 11 novels together. By choice, my husband and I have no children. Our legacy is the women and men that we have met, nurtured, and challenged to be the best that they can. My path has taken me from academic research to Kentucky, to pipe yards in Louisiana, to coal mining in California, to coatings and water jetting as a final frontier. I founded the Advisory Council as an influence network, which deals with emerging technologies and their social and economic effects. What does this mean? My influence network is inclusive and is about the well-being of all of us. Along with new techniques including new coatings, dustless abrasive, sponges, and water abrasive, a primary mission of the Council is to promote effective means of high-pressure water jetting techniques in painting. But what does this mean? By promoting water jetting, the Advisory Council sponsors and I feel that we are saving people from lead poisoning and lung damage and protecting the environment. We change the world by promoting global standards and education. Along the way, we try to save part of that $600 billion that corrosion costs us every year in the United States. The best way to lead is by serving. I work to influence the paint industry all over the world by chairing Standards Committee for NACE and SSPC and formulating the U.S. position for selected ISO working groups. I have testified before the National Research Council and served on the Water Jet Technology Association Board of Directors and as a district governor for Rotary International. It's all volunteer work in search of global well-being. I'd like to generalize what I mean about well-being. The Advisory Council sponsors are willing to sit shoulder to shoulder in front of an audience, even though they're competitors for the same business. Of course, they're sensitive to the bottom line, but they also look to see how the world will work 5, 10, 50 years in the future. Even though the members are competitors, they recognize the truth of the Advisory Council credo: competition and cooperation are not mutually exclusive. This is an influence network to shoulder high responsibility and general well-being. We have come together to build a greener industry and build the future with action and visions, a principle of actions reflecting our values. It's tough to change an industry. We couldn't wait for the next generation. By creation of standard language, surface preparation, creating the situation so the coatings will perform as expected. We establish the ground for continuing improvement initiatives. We do the basics well. It's the people who come together cooperatively that build this industry. I challenge you to join and support this influence network. My husband Charles has reminded me to say that we have a button on websites for tax-deductible donations. There's still a lot of ground to be covered so that the coating sector will understand that water is true grit. It's about our well-being. Thank you again, the men and women of SSPC, for selecting me for this Women in Coatings Impact Award.